up against St Kilda. This is going to be a sensational game.
Final time. Dusty, Rioli, Pickett to Cochin, and then Cochin off a step. High ball forward, Lynch front, and marks on Howard. Googe out last week against the Lions. Can he nail the first one? It's a good kick. Well, it's the dream start for the Golden Boy.
Well, it's always going to be a big in for the Tigers. Tom Lynch back into this side, and a big question mark about whether Howard would be up to it against Lynch. I think if it comes in as quickly as that all night, Duck, he'll have a big job on his hands. Need to get pressure on that ball, the Saints, so that it slows down and they can get numbers back. Hodgie.
Counting the ball forward. McIntosh long, in from the side, unable to hang on Caulfield. They spit the handball into a dangerous spot. And the Saints drive it out of there. Broad back in the team for Richmond. Prestia sees something he likes, kicks it to a very dangerous spot. Also hit the scoreboard. Sits a high one up. They love getting it to this spot. King so dangerous in the air. They bring it to the front. Marshall. Cochin gets back to help his defence. Bounces a wide one for Lynch. Quick release for Martin.
Downfield. Advantage.
And a free kick goes the Tigers' way. Revolt pumps it inside 50 to Rioli. They look nice and sharp early, the Tigers.
That was 50.
This for a very, very good start for Richmond. Rioli absolutely drifting. They mightn't have quite got there anyway, so they're able to bring it away, the Saints, but it might be coming back in.
Patton built it back. Early chance for Marsh. Just a little stop. He didn't have anyone really up forward. Loney round that body, building the ball in, and got to get a steer maybe for the Saints. Membry, no rider, of course. Geary good. Ross on the wrong side. Good kick though, right to the front of the square. March had a look. King doesn't quite. He was going to go that first kick and then had to hold it up.
Out of play. Floston trying to drag a free.
Contributed to it.
Ball in.
End-to-end sort of game so far. Just the one tackle laid. We're about 6 minutes in. St Kilda looking corridor every...
One-on-one. Played it well, Wilkie, and then did very well to try and get Lambert down. Real first clean one for Dusty. How good he was last week early. Kicks the ball back towards Bolton. Huge fly. Edwards rolls it home. They've got the second.
Getting the ball again and going long inside forward 50. They've been dangerous doing that so far tonight. The two guys that they've missed a bit of footy this year, Edwards and Lynch with the first two. But with the build-up with St Kilda, they were able to do it last week.
Off a step, wobbles a barrel forward. The Saints get in each other's way. Castagna, high ball. Howard's got to be very careful. And he takes it out. He took it out.
Straight over the line. Straight to him.
Good decision from the umpire.
Tom.
Couldn't be any more deliberate.
Just here.
Runs around. And it thumps into the woodwork. Ended around the body. Jones taken in a pretty good Castagna tackle. Sharp, the Tigers. Run down tackle, really good.
Holding the ball.
Hodgie to you.
Yeah, Daisy, you were spot on before, just with the pressure. Richmond and Brisbane last Friday night was relentless, and then on Saturday afternoon, Doggies, St Kilda could pick their way through the Bulldogs. Richmond have picked up that intensity tonight.
Marsh to full forward. Nankervis. Oh! Out of the air. By
Decision maker, back to Savage, lowers the eyes. Butler had enough of it.
Take it back. Dan, turn her in.
Mouth guard into the sock, so he likes what he sees.
Hold there, Nick.
Savage lurking from long range. From long range! Shane Savage!
Well, that's a massive kick and a massive for his confidence. Hasn't been in the team, and that's huge. And to me, Dave, it looked like he mistimed it a little bit. He sat it up, and it just looked like it carried that extra.
His hands. You see him bottom of the screen there. Dustin Martin. Courage needed. They got it too, but at the back, Shea Bolton twisting and turning. Gets good connection. If it bounces the right way, it's going through. Shizzy was made to earn it.
You have a look at there, Tom Lynch attack on the footy. Great courage from Pat. Stood under it, knew Lynch was coming, and that's what you do as a big forward. You've got to hit that pack hard. Really nice finish, and let's hope Pat's all right. But that is real courage, and that's also what you expect from your big forward.
Heavy down to you.
Rioli over the top.
Toby, you going up?
Big patch-up job here.
St Kilda, Ruckman.
Richmond, the territory game they love to play. Nankervis broken up in the air. Bolton kicked that brilliant goal just a moment ago. He's now kicked another one. Shea Bolton.
Well, Shea Bolton with his second consecutive goal. There's a lot of indecision in the air for St Kilda in defence at the moment. There's an emphasis on wanting to fly in and help your team.
But Sinclair missed it, and Martin another set of clearance, and again they go forward to Lynch. Nankervis resting forward. She hard hit on Hanbury there, and then McIntosh. I reckon he's got another one. They've kicked 5 in the opening turn. They can't miss.
Good pick up from Graham Edwards. Handball a little too hot for Cochin, but room for him to go and get it. And he's run down brilliantly by Butler.
St Kilda.
So unlike Cochin, he had a couple of options, and he just took his time about it. The ex-premiership teammate got him. So Steele, can they manufacture a late goal here? Make a big difference to them. Steele goes a bit lower than me, going terrible kick. On, good little give, Butler to Hill. It's had a quiet opening. Here's a long kick. It's a very poor handball to Jones. Goes back to Hill. Needs to make a decision. The clock's a problem now. Marsh, hoping. Mark, no! Oh, Geary dropped it. King, Butler, little left footer. He's got it, I think.
Sorry.
She may have just, but
It was he that got the handball out to Butler a moment ago on quarter time. High ball forward. Memory made a good contest. Butler was in a good spot. Just had a fumble with Billings there as well. But they get a stoppage.
Jones, little slick for Billings. He might drag a free out of this. High contact.
Your kick, Jack.
The two captains.
Yeah.
Bash into
Jack,
each
you're
other.
free. You've got the free. That's it. I've got this one here. Jack, you're high. No, I didn't see it.
Oh,
Clear out.
You didn't see it this morning.
Come back on. Mark's here.
They've got a bit of sorting out to do. Not happy with the treatment received by Zach Jones.
15 gone.
At the end of it all, Jack Billings has a shot on goal from long range to make it 2 in a row and get the Saints right back into it. It looks a little right off the boot.
So here's the hit on Jones from Cochin.
Play on.
We know that. Can Lightning strike twice? Not with that one. Ball still in play. Still in play. King had a little fairy kick at him, and Boulder coughs it up.
Jonathan.
Well done, King.
Your
Good
kick,
pressure.
Jonathan's kick. Mark's here. Your kick. Camden.
So there's a bit going on. Played 5 games. Played a fair bit early. Played in that game in round 4. Good kick, Wilkie. Membry a long way from home. That looks so good. It looks so good, didn't it?
Quarter was at 15 zip, so really starting to get into their game now, the Saints. But that kick there, the most important kick in footy, just to lower their eyes.
Set play material almost, dummy.
18 goals, 11 from set shots this year. That one's not going to hold the line. So the little hand to Ross.
Ross just has to bash it out and hope someone can hang on.
St Kilda!
Little tunnel there for
Go through.
the Saints. And
Back here.
Gets to Jones. Jones with a probing ball. Bolton nearly. King claiming it. Play on. Doesn't release it. Just had a moment where he froze it, King, and they had a chance, and now they're out. Well played. Lynch. Good touch from him now. He just has to wait for the troops to get back. Goes short. So Edwards. And again short, and Hooley within, well, I was going to say within striking range.
On the ball. St Kilda.
Kent, that's holding the ball.
On the ball.
Had to get out of Rioli's clutches, didn't he? So he kicks to the top of the square. Bolton flew early.
Every defensive contest and then getting to the outside to be used on the way out.
12.5 minutes played in this second term. No goal as yet. Can Edwards do something about that? Brilliant.
Well, they won't be happy about this, the Saints. But once again, built off the back of pressure and then class. So this man who's missed a bit of footy this year, it's a nice finish from Edwards.
Might get away with a forward handball against an...
Bolton, red at best, didn't really attack it. Grimes good. Hooley under a bit of pressure. Bolton's such a good athlete. He wants the line.
On the ball. Incorrect disposal. Just let it go.
Can he jag it? He does. And the Saints get a very important goal.
Any chance they're going to need more of this forward pressure to make sure that ball stays at their end of the ground.
Floats one inside 50. At the back, Revolt sits the handball up, and Rioli doesn't miss.
Another look at the throw that the umpire called a throw. It was the right decision. And then Dusty Martin, just to get, didn't hit this ball right, but it just had that extra distance that allowed the ball to go over the top. As you can see, it's a floater. And then the Saints, I mean, you've just got to make contact with that footy.
Hooley bouncing off half-back. A good player to have the ball in his hands. Stuck it down the throat of Lynch.
The get out on the lead. Generally, it's been him smashing the pack, just bringing the...
Second term. Snuck it in.
And as you said, Wayne, your eyes would light up any time Hooley was running into kick inside 50 without pressure.
Nankervis pressed here, so really dangerous situation now for the Saints. Martin banging and Bolton red at best. Kicked a couple of goals in the opening term. Had such a good match, never going to miss. And away they go now, the Tigers.
And as you'll see, the work that Dusty puts in at the stoppage, he worked him under, he pushed Dilly out of the road just to be in that nice sweeping position for an easy handball, and then with his kick inside 450, as you said.
Holding. St Kilda.
With a free kick.
Advantage.
Advantage paid now. Steele. Who can get on the end of this? Marsh has got a couple of feet in the air. To this. Marsh actually missed the footy. They soccer it back to Sinclair. And off a step, he makes a pretty good fist of it. Did Floston touch the footy? I reckon they're going to have a look at it.
Over the line.
I'm not sure Nick Floston has touched that ball.
The ball was touched by Boston
And the ball is over the line.
You believe it was touched by Boston over the line. Score review. Umpire's call is one behind. Please make sure it was touched before crossing the line.
Just the reaction of Floston for me. Duck, he looked very guiltily around.
He didn't give us the indication that he'd touched it.
Yep. Working these replays.
Review complete. Looking at these angles, there is inconclusive evidence to confirm or overturn the umpire's call. Decision on the scoreboard.
It's going to be a behind. I reckon they're really stiff, the Saints.
All clear.
So it's a point, and look at Nick Floston. He knows they've dodged a bullet.
Got it out the back, Geary, Clark, Martin amongst the tacklers. Edwards has been outstanding. Back to Geary. Ross, they're up against the ropes, aren't they? In trouble. Dusty couldn't quite get the handle on it. Handle over the top. Prestia. And this time the siren